Hello and welcome to Penasco Travel Book Podcast. My name is Tony Lake with Lagos Entertainment, and I'm here with Leon Nava, which is the producer of Rocky Point Connects here in Puerto Penasco.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for the segment, Tony.
No problem. So we're here today to kind of discuss everything that's going on in town this weekend. We had a big influx of tourists come through last weekend, of course, with the American holiday, and now we want to make sure that on top of just holidays, there's so much more that happens in town for the people who live here as well as people who come down to visit. So we have a lot happening in town this weekend. I mean, I know the Mermaids Market starts on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. We have the War of the Bartenders that evening at 7. And then we have an event out in La Choya at JJ's Cantina, their first annual chili cook-off.
Well, I think that's so interesting. But before getting there, I need to tell you that it was really fun to start working with Tony. Tony's a great guy and knows about everything. Everything related to bars and shows, and well, he's a great character already in Puerto Peñasco. Thank you for start being part of what we're doing to promote what's going on in the city.
In town, yes, absolutely. People need to know that there's a lot of things that happen in town. Beyond all the areas, we want to make sure that people know that there's things more than just if you stay in the Mirador or if you just go to the Malecón, that there's other things in town and other places to go, so you can make sure that you see the whole city for what it has to offer.
And try to make the things that Mexican does with Americans does.
Absolutely.
And that's really fun, because that cultural, mixture makes even better to stay in Peñasco.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there are so many different cultures here between both countries. Those being in Mexico and so close to the U.S., there's so much different that comes through. And it's fun to make sure that people see that. And there's a lot of things to actually see here in the city and experience.
As I said, I'm really proud that we're working together. We will have surprises for you. That's all what I want to say before we start with the things that are happening in town.
There's a lot in town, like I said earlier. I mean, this is a weekend that we want to make sure that people realize we're getting close to the holidays. People are having a great time. They're starting to see friends and family and think about just all the love and everything that happens around this holiday season. And so, with that said, like JJ's Cantina, for instance, having their first annual chili cook-off. Plus, we have our first annual War of the Bartenders Saturday. Plus, we have the craft market, Mermaids Market in the Plaza de Camarón. So there's a lot to go experience this Saturday.
Then you can make your day on different times, right? Because
absolutely.
You can go to the 3 places.
You can go hit all 3 events and go see all 3.
Okay, let's start from the morning. What's going on in the morning?
Well, the Mermaids Market starts at 10 a.m. inside the Plaza de Camarón.
Okay.
That's the big park right in the middle of town. The Americans refer to it as Shrimp Park, Plaza de Camarón.
Yes.
But there's so much that's happening. There are so many local vendors, craft vendors.
I'm just going to give you an information. You're the trivia guy, right?
Yes.
Okay, then. It's not Plaza del Camarón.
I thought it was called that.
It's del Camaronero.
Oh, shoot. See, I've always been told it was Plaza de Camarón.
And most of the people still saying Plaza del Camarón.
Yeah. That's funny. I did not know that. That's something interesting for me. So.
Hey, one for the trivia guy.
But yeah, so, I mean, that starts at 10 a.m. Okay. And there's a ton of local vendors that make craft items, clothing, souvenirs, jewelry, paintings. Ton of artists are there.
And food.
Oh, and there's plenty of great
drinks.
Food. Oh, yeah.
I know somebody that does really good drinks there.
Well, thank you. I do.
Very close to the barbecue house.
Yes, I do run the bar right there, and that's strategically placed, so you can get great barbecue from Rocky Point Barbecue House and come get a cocktail from me as well. But there's so much more than that. There's usually Luis Lugo as a musician is usually playing throughout the day, and he's fantastic. Some of these local artists have really put in so much to be able to sell. And this is how they make their living, and so it's really fun to go see. And with the Christmas season here, it's a great place to do some Christmas shopping.
Yes, of course. A lot of craft things.
Oh, yeah.
And pictures and many different things.
Unique things that you can't find anywhere else.
Yes, that's right.
And then, of course, that runs until 3 p.m. And then at 2 p.m., out in La Choya, JJ's is having their first annual chili cook-off.
Great.
That sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. I've experienced a couple of these up in New Mexico, where I moved here from.
Yes, you told me that. But and chili is from there, right?
Oh, well, New Mexico's famous for its Hatch green chili. Of course, it's the green chili capital, so of the United States, of the world.
Then really. you should go there and try all the chilies. How many different kinds of chili? We know that?
We know that, we know that there's going to be at least 6, and right now he's still taking people, so it could be up to 10 or 11.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how the dynamic will be working there?
It's going to be really cool the way that they're doing it first time. It's going to be any kind of style chili that they want. So I see that we're probably going to get some red chilies. We're probably going to see some ideas, people, of green chili here and stews and, caldos that they can kind of make out of that. And then I would even be surprised if we saw some Texas style chili.
That would be
chili
great.
Beans and the beef or anything that
Spicy.
they make. Exactly. So I hope to see a little bit of variety there. It should be a lot of fun. And it's free to go into right now. It's a free entry for spectators to go. And they are asking for donations for the Santa Claus Club. We'll get into that here in a minute. And then all the spectators who go are doing all the voting. There's no judges on this. It's all by crowd.
Democratic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's all by crowd, and they're all going to get to certain tokens and be able to place their vote for first, second, and third, which is cool. I mean, and these people are going to get bragging rights and clout, and this could be something that could really grow for La Choya, especially like an event out in La Choya. It's a beautiful area out there, and the whole city can go and have fun. JJ's is a great venue, has all that steps down to Choya Bay itself, and so I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, the free entry that's going on there, it's all going to the Santa Claus Club, and I had to kind of research and learn about this. And Waylon, one of the partners out of JJ's, told me about it. It was started by John Fowler, who was the original owner of JJ's, one of the original owners of JJ's, I think. And this club is takes a lot of donations throughout Puerto Penasco itself, and from a lot of Americans who are up in the Phoenix area. And he works really hard to make sure that the children throughout all the neighborhoods here in town and the families have a nice Christmas.
I think it's a good deal, and I love the chili.
Oh yeah. So it's going to work out well for everyone. It's going to be a fun time, and that doesn't start till 2. So you got the afternoon at 2, and then down on the Malecon at Señor Amigos, we have the Guerra de Bartenders, which is War of the Bartenders.
Have some shots, have some drinks.
Yeah. And that's going to be at least 11 bartenders who are competing.
Wow.
And people, that's just 150 pesos to get in.
Okay.
And they're going to have some fun to taste some craft cocktails and see some of the local talent that the bartenders here really have. Because you can actually go to a bar here and have more than just a margarita. You know, there's a lot more cocktails that they can work with. And so it's going to be all craft and getting them to just see what they can combine and build out of their flavors. So that's going to be a lot of fun, too.
You already built my Saturday, dude.
Exactly. Saturday is covered for everyone in town. So, but yeah, and it's going to be a good time. And that starts at 4. And after that event, they're going to have a party on the rooftop of Señor Amigos, because that's a new area there at that restaurant. So the whole event is going to be upstairs on the rooftop. You have that beautiful view overlooking the Sea of Cortez from the Malecon. And then afterwards, a party, DJ. And from what I gather, there might be some special things happening for the people who are going just to enjoy it.
Okay, and well, I know that you will be a judge there, right?
I'm going to be a judge at the Guerra de Bartenders, yes. And I've done this before numerous times up in the United States. I've even thrown a couple of these contests myself. So I'm excited to see it and see what these bartenders have to offer.
Well, I think that we have the Saturday covered at least. I don't know. What else you have during the week? Just real fast.
For myself, I mean, on Wednesdays, my week starts today. So I do trivia at Bottoms Up Yacht Club. Tomorrow I have Singo out at Banditos and karaoke at Bottoms Up Yacht Club. Friday I do Singo at Pink Cadillac and trivia out at JJ's in La Choya. And then throughout the weekend I'm doing karaoke between Pink Cadillac and Bottoms Up Yacht Club in El Mirador. So...
Well, that sounds like you're really busy, dude.
I'm a busy guy. Yeah, and then, I mean, Saludos Bar, I do trivia is there. I mean, I do a lot of trivias, a lot of singles, a lot of karaoke's, and I have a bunch of new events fixing to come out at some new venues.
Well, I'm excited to see what you are bringing to the table.
I am too.
Well, do you want to add something else?
No, I think we're good. Let's have a great weekend here in town. Let's support all these local craft vendors and have a great holiday season.
Okay, well, my friend Tony Lake, have everything controlled. Okay, guys. See you later.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye. This was Puerto Peñasco Travel Book.